Welcome to Yerevan, a fascinating capital city where some of the world's oldest human settlements meet bold Soviet-era architecture, lively street life, and a striking backdrop of mountains and ancient history. Yerevan is one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities in the world, with roots going back thousands of years. The ancient fortress of Erebuni, founded in 782 BC, marks one of the earliest origins of the city and still stands as an important archaeological reminder of its deep historical foundations. Over time, Yerevan evolved through different civilizations, including the early Christian period that began in Armenia in the 4th century, leaving behind traces of religious and cultural heritage still visible today. A defining feature of modern Yerevan is its Soviet-era transformation in the 20th century. During this period, the city expanded rapidly from a small urban center into a large capital with wide boulevards, monumental public squares, and imposing buildings designed to reflect strength and identity. This planning created a spacious and structured city center where architecture is both functional and symbolic, forming a distinctive urban atmosphere. At the heart of the city lies Republic Square, one of Yerevan's most important and visually impressive spaces. Surrounding it are grand government buildings and cultural institutions built in a harmonious architectural style that combines Soviet monumentality with Armenian design traditions. In the evenings, the square comes alive with lights and fountains, creating one of the most atmospheric gathering places in the city. One of Yerevan's most iconic landmarks is the Cascade, a monumental stairway structure that climbs the hillside in a dramatic series of terraces. It connects the lower city with higher districts and offers both cultural experiences and spectacular views. Along the way, visitors encounter open-air sculptures, art installations, and indoor exhibition spaces that make the Cascade one of the city's most dynamic public spaces. At the top, the view stretches across Yerevan with Mount Ararat rising in the distance on clear days. The city also has a strong cultural identity, reflected in its museums, galleries, and creative spaces. The National Gallery and History Museum of Armenia present the country's artistic and historical development, while smaller museums and cultural centers add depth to the city's cultural landscape. Yerevan's streets are also full of cafés, markets, and everyday life, giving the capital a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Green spaces are another important part of the city's character. Parks and tree-lined boulevards are woven into the urban fabric, giving Yerevan a surprisingly open and relaxed feel despite its size. These areas provide places for social life, relaxation, and movement between different parts of the city. Another essential landmark is the Cascade Viewpoint area, where the Mother Armenia statue stands on a hill overlooking the city. From here, you can fully appreciate how Yerevan spreads across its landscape, framed by mountains and dominated by the distant silhouette of Mount Ararat, a powerful symbol in Armenian culture and identity. Beyond the city itself, Yerevan serves as a gateway to some of Armenia's most important historical and natural sites. Ancient monasteries carved into mountains, volcanic landscapes, and cultural landmarks lie just outside the capital, making it an ideal base for exploring the wider region's heritage. What makes Yerevan especially memorable is its contrast-rich identity. It is a city where ancient ruins lie beneath modern streets, where monumental Soviet architecture stands alongside early Christian heritage, and where everyday life unfolds against a backdrop of mountains and deep history. Whether you are walking through Republic Square, climbing the Cascade, exploring ancient archaeological sites, or simply enjoying the lively streets and cafes, Yerevan offers a travel experience that is layered, atmospheric, and deeply connected to one of the world's oldest civilizations, a capital where history is not just preserved, but lived every day.